What's up, everybody? I guess seamstress got the... Can that stick? I don't know. Well, anyway, I don't know. That sticker's just kind of stuck there, I guess. There we go. All right, cool. Now we got... So, hey, what's up? I was just deleting the stickers from the donations last night. I didn't realize that they would actually show up again the next day. So, 1,000,000 sword strikes in a year. We're about to get at it. I'm going to just roll out here with the dummy here. We'll get this first set in for today if you're new. Every day, hitting this dummy till we hit 1,000,000 strikes. What's up there, Flip? What's up, Marcelo? What's up, Jack? Seems like a good spot. Kinda. They're paving the roads around here, so if you hear beeping and construction vehicles, they're paving my entire neighborhood. This is the first activity I've had all day, so we're gonna kind of ease into it. A little bit of a lighter set here. What's up there, Cody? What's up, FD? Alright, so the way it works, let me explain it since everybody's here. How's it going, everybody? We sort of hit the dummy in sets of like 100. That's the easiest way for me to keep track of it. I gotta fix the camera because it's obviously flipped the wrong way. But there we go. So we're on day 17. We did 270 last night. We had a live stream last night, but we lost a lacrosse ball. I do. This is my... I wear this in the battle, and this in the battle. What's up, Boo? Pam, what's up? What's up, Buford? So, in this space here, we'll put what we did today, but so far, easiest way for me to keep track is sets of 100. I don't know. So we do more than 100 in a set a lot of times. It's just that I break it up into like hundreds. The hundreds is the easiest way for me to keep track. Like, this is the first activity I've had all day, like I was saying. So kind of feel a little slow, but yeah. And anybody just tuned in, Boo the Hurt. yeah. Wake up in my underwear in the middle of the night, slap this on. And come down the stairs, but with a sharp sword. Thanks for the reacts. Thanks for the likes there. All right, here we go. We're gonna whack this with the longsword a little bit, I guess. Chat's so far away today. I gotta make sure I'm not missing anything. What's up, Creature Features? Yo! Thanks for getting the gifter badge today. Alright, so that's actually a set of 120. I think the way we'll do it, what's up there, Frankie? What's up, Knight to Queen 4? Canuck. So I think the way we'll keep track of it will be like this. Longsword sets, we'll do sets of 120. So that's how we'll do it. Whew. Dude, I've been doing this for 2 weeks. It's the same thing. It's hot out here. Dude, if you actually watch my live streams, you'd even know I don't care about the attention. This is just to document it. Like, you know, I've always told people this thing will pop up. It'll say so and so just came back and hasn't donated for a while. And I said, don't let this app coerce you into donations. People want to, they do. They don't. This is just so I have this all documented. Because I upload this to my YouTube too. 1 million hits in a year. But hey, alright, Boohurt. Yeah, plus I get to talk to all the other Boohurt fighters. We fight in armor. There's a whole bunch of us that do it. Boo the Hurt, everybody. You can follow him. He does it too. But I'll tell you one thing though, fishing, the cool thing is at least I talk to chat. So I did acknowledge your comment. So congrats and thanks for leaving a comment. You can diss me, you can praise me, you can say whatever. Another set of 120 coming up. Boom. Woo. Another set of 120. Ah. Yeah. Trying to level strength. It's like Game of Thrones, but yeah, I mean, in a way, you know, we could make it a Game of Thrones theme. We'd have to be more diabolical to the dummy, though. The sword's about, oh, I got a lot to catch up in chat. The sword is, I think it's about 3 pounds. My competition sword, because, you know, like, so we do fight in armor, right? It's like a combat sport. My tournament sword is 2.5 pounds. And the balance, if y'all know about balance, let's talk swords for a second. See where this kind of rests? Here's the cross guard. This is my practice sword, so it's like a little rusty and stuff. See how this, see where my finger is on this blade? So that's where this sword likes to spin on an axis. See, so it's actually like pretty far up above where my hands are. The sword that I fight with, the balance is actually here. So it likes to turn right here. It's so much easier to handle. But this one's about 3 pounds. Thanks for the follow, James. Every day, pretty much, we're doing this till we hit 1 million. Level and strength. Yeah, until you pull out the gat. True. Last night, though, my daughter and I were streaming. What's up, GSX? Thanks for the like. And I was with I had my saber, and she was throwing lacrosse balls at me. I was actually like parrying them. So I could parry a lacrosse ball, but yeah, obviously not if you break out the gat. Huh, that'd be hard. And by the way, my next upcoming fight it's not actually till September. I'll have fights between then, but basically I live stream my workouts, and when we have events I live stream those. So if you do follow, you'll probably catch a live fight one of these days. Whoa! I won't count that one because I missed. Almost to 100. Oh. Ooh. All right, we gotta drink some coffee, drink some water. Apparently I set my helmet down in the wet grass last time because it got a little rusty, so I had to clean the rust off. Thanks for the reacts. Let's keep track of the sets of the day. Thank you. Who be hitting that button? Oh, Seamstress, what's up? How's it going today? The nice thing, thank you for mashing that button. The nice thing about the sets of 120, it's like every 500 sets, like a bonus set of 100. Woo! Well, let's see. If I have to pick, Mason. Hopefully that's a good pick. Got myself a coffee here and drink a little coffee, some water. I basically just woke up. Took my daughter to her mom's house because they're opening a bank account today, so she's gonna have a debit card. So she's setting that. Thanks for the likes. She's setting that up. She'll probably be here later. Just so everybody knows, tonight, if we get out here and do this live stream again, like we usually do with the lacrosse balls, I'm probably gonna put my whole armor, my entire armor set on for that one. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Oh, Bloody, thanks. Yeah, 1 million strikes. So, stay tuned because someone else just might be jumping on board with this 1 million strikes in a year. See, I knew if I did it, the whole reason even, I do this stuff, and we have a whole, I'm going to talk for 1 second. And I'm going to give a shout out first to everyone who's tuned in. What's up there? Seamstress, obviously, is here. Bloody Cheetah, what's up? Thank you, Bloody Cheetah, for getting a gifter badge for today. Daryl, this is so later on, because I check, who's watching, who's tuned in, and I give you all a shout out again later. I'll say, hey, you're still here. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Andrew, Jim, VTH, Duct Tape, and Fermi, Thunder Rain, the GTS, Billy, Hi, Johnny, and Abba. That's because a lot of times people come by, they don't use the chat, but I like to acknowledge people that are putting in some watch time, because, I mean, it's just me hitting a dummy with a sword. So here's the whole purpose, another purpose. What's up there? It's scrolling by so quick, I didn't catch you just tuned in. So here's the thing. I always throw it in everybody's face. Thanks for hitting that button, that like button. There's a whole community of us that fight in armor, right? This is for a combat sport. Check this out. This is like, for real, we hit each other with swords and stuff, right? But with armor. This is my, if you can see how hard some of the hits are, you can see some of the dents in here. You might not be able to because of chat, but anyway, the whole community of us, we fight in armor. It's a combat sport. And here's where we're at so far. In 17 days, we're at 57,400. So the thing is, and I always throw this in people's face, like how endurance is so much more important in this than skill. The helmet is actually, it's from Arma Moskova, like pre-Ukraine Russia war. So I don't think they do business anymore, but I got it made Arma Moskova. The people who would know the best way, if you wanted one like this, would be to talk to Quilted Armor. But yeah, so I throw it in everybody's face like, thanks. It's a little rusty. I try to tune it up a little bit, but I got to get to the sides. And I always throw it in everybody's face like endurance. And as you can see, I gotta redo this chain because it's slipping down. But I always tell everybody, endurance is the biggest thing. Skill is second. Now, if you do good enough to get in like a tournament, right, where you're fighting for a medal, yeah, then skill is going to be obviously really important. You're not going to get there without endurance. And I throw this in like everybody's face. I'm always like, you know, everybody knows me in the community. Like I'm training like every day, even before I started live streaming. So now someone else might be doing this million sword strikes in a year. She said, and you know, I know a lot of guys out there tune in, and it's one of the girls that fight in armor. So, you know, stay tuned for that, because she's like, you know how that's gonna go. She'll get more views than me because she's one of the girls that fight. But you know, anyway, it's spreading. You may see another person doing 1 million strikes in a year. But I throw it in everybody's face so people get out and do it. There's so many tournaments I've won only because I had more energy. You know what I mean? You fight people who have a lot of skill, well, you're kind of out of luck if you don't have skill too, but you always need the endurance. Whoa. I'm going to just start that set over. I totally missed. I'm getting back to chat in 1 minute. Halfway there. Ant, what's up? Thanks for the share, Ant. Each round in these are usually about 60 seconds, so whew, got me out of breath. You usually do 60-second fight, 30-second break. If you do the MMA fights, it's like a 2-minute round with a 1-minute break. Whew. One more set with the longsword. That'll put us at 600 strikes with the longsword. Ant. Thank you, Ant. Much appreciated. You get the longsword. Salute for that. Thanks for the share. So yeah, if anyone just tuned in, fighting armor. This is my training for it. Oh, and it doesn't really say names. So for the cross, also thanks for the share. Mainly, I just like to get our combat sport out in the spotlight. So this is one way to do it, I guess, right? All right. This is for set 5 so far today with the longsword. What's up there? Shanu, what's up? Boom. Oh man, I'm gonna catch up on chat. I see we got somebody laughing, crying with laughter. You want to be in this is all sword fighting. I don't go to the gym. Oh, see, I don't have any chest muscles, but these arms are from sword fights. The arms and shoulders, like, no joke. You want to go on a shoulder machine and sit in a gym? Or do you want to do a sword workout? Huh? Well, yeah. We do. Yeah. As long as you're talking about the word and not another creator, Shannon. Are you talking about creator or the actual definition of the word? It's 90 degrees out here. If you ever watch some of my live streams where I actually wear the clothes, I'd be soaking wet by now. Like, so yeah, I got my basically my sport underpants with my steel protection. And if you see the steel protection, you can see how hard some of these hits are. There's dents to this thing, man. It's like a frying pan thickness. We fight each other with swords and axes. And it's 9 degrees out, which is why I just have shorts on and a helmet. Oh, I worked out. So yeah, yesterday I put on a shirt and a tie. Yesterday's live was actually pretty good. Woo! Zaw, what's up? What's up, Jorge? What's up, Brain Police? Oh, Brain Police in the house. All right, next couple sets are just gonna be with the sword and the shield. Oh, man, I brought a towel out here so I can wipe this sweat up. That's exactly what we're doing. No joke, like, I've fought outside when it's above 90 degrees in armor, it's killer. 2 Saturdays ago, I fought in armor, in my heavy armor, and it's black. The main color is black. I was dying in it. I was sweating so much by the time I even got the armor on. Like, I didn't even want to fight. Oh, man. What's up there? Deadly Lopez. Woo! All right, everybody. We'll do a couple sets. I'm going to shout out to people that are still tuned in. Like, if you just tuned in, you know, fighting armor, there's a whole sport about it. search the term Buhurt. B-U-H-U-R-T is what we do. All right, couple sets with this thing here. So if you just tuned in, thank you for those reacts. I see you. So we're not allowed to stab in this combat sport. That's one thing that's a no-no. I'll show you the things we can't do. I hope you can hear me. I should get a mic so I can just stay mic'd up. Here, I'll show. Oh my gosh, we're at 1.6K. Yo, thank you everybody. Here, I'll show you the things we're not allowed to do real quick, because there's a lot of people tuned in. This is a real combat sport. You can look up the term armored MMA, or search like MMA and armor. Like, that's basically what this is, what I'm training for. They have the best videos for it. All right, these are the things you can't do. You can't stab. You can't get your blade under the neck from the front or behind. I'm not allowed to grab my blade, but I can grab my handle, so I could like get them in a headlock like this, but not like this. You can punch, you can kick, you can elbow, you can headbutt. You cannot aim at the feet, deliberately behind the knee, or like the armpit. Or neck. I think I said neck. And if you're fighting, say their backs to you, you're not allowed to come straight vertically down at the top of the spine. I know, right? Well, it's 90 degrees out here. We got some shade. The really hot days. This is my outfit for the hot days. Just if anyone wants to check out, look at back when I hit 30,000 sword strikes. We're on 57,000 today. My 30,000th hit celebration, I was wearing a medieval costume. It was completely soaking wet. It was shiny. It was crazy. So yeah, all right, we're gonna get a couple sets in. I see you hitting that button. I'm gonna get a couple sets in on here, everybody. I will keep checking back though on chat. I see those reacts. And see, I like to try and guard my head a little bit if I can. Either with my shield or my sword. Dummy's getting away from us here. Oh my! Still hitting that button. I so much appreciate it. We're gonna get sword fighting to be mainstream today in the lives. Oh, I'm taking a short break. We're doing 3 sets. Try to make sure. Thank you, Shannon. I do HEMA sometimes. I would love to do harness fecting, but I don't have. I have a helmet that would pass. I don't have the armor that would really pass. I'd lose in harness fecting from getting stabbed in the shoulders too much. You know what I mean? And why? John, why? Because we're staying in shape. 1,000,000 strikes. On Facebook, there's a big community of us. You know, the armored fighters. And I was like, who'd want to sword fight me for an hour straight? Everyone who thought it was a joke or would be stupid. So I was like, all right. So now, just to prove it, I'm doing 1,000,000 in a year. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. Sometimes I wear my helmet that would pass for harness fecting, but I don't have a matching plate outfit. I just have a brig. So I'm all totally wide open for harness fecting, like up in here, under here, you know, like, well, I guess that's a target anyway, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna get right back to the conversation. That's the good thing about chat, it keeps me out of breath. Oh, I have a really good point about harness fecting too, because it only goes to one hit, and boo hurt, you fight for a time limit. Whoa. That's the good thing about boo hurt. Let me update this board here. With boo hurt, you're fighting for a time limit. That is the main thing. Yo! Hobby's a hobby hobby. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for who's hitting that button. Is that Shane? I'm gonna scroll up here and look. Tiger, Shady. Thank you. Oh, geez. All right, let's do a shout out. Who is in the posse today? Wow, Christian, Portal, Gavin, John, all three. Thanks for sticking around. Catch my breath. Andrew's still here. What's up? And same with Anthony. Oh, I got it now. Logan, what's up? And also welcome Harrison. Kuka, Duct Tape's still here. The one you had, Alan Parker, David, Jennifer, Tim, Uncle Woo, Nicholas, Joe Zen, Made You Look, and Gary. Thanks for the watch time. I'm just doing a set without the helmet for a second. So I'm going to come right back and talk about why I like boo hurt more than these other sports. I've done HEMA. I've done a round of harness fecting for fun. I'm not a practitioner. I wish I was. Done a lot of HEMA, done a lot of SCA, done a lot of boo hurt. I'm going to tell you why I prefer boo hurt. Well, let me get another 2 sets in here. We're gonna do a set of like 200. I'm gonna keep peeking at chat, make sure I don't miss anything. Well, thanks for follow, Christian. Every day, maybe not always the same time. Every day though, we got a live stream up 2 million. Thanks for mashing that button. Oh my gosh, everybody, I appreciate it. All right, but just set 200. I'm gonna keep checking chat, make sure I don't miss anything. Yes, I wiped my nose with my shield. Chat called me out on it before. It's just sweat. Keeps the leather, it conditions the leather, right, everybody? So it's 200. We'll put us at 500 hits for the 100 category. There's probably about 10. Tell you what, actually, let's just solve a problem so I have to keep walking over to chat. Let's just bring chat to us. There's like a set of 200 or something here. Can y'all see the dummy, though? Not really. No, yeah, you can see everybody can see the dummy. That's me. All right, thanks for hitting that react button. I tell you what, if we can get sword fighting today to be like the live stream of the day, man, I tell you what, it would show TikTok a lesson, because you know how many times I upload one of my fights or a fight that I recorded and TikTok doesn't promote it because it's a sword fight. So yeah. I'm just kind of casually keeping track in my head where we're at. It's probably about 30 on talking chat. My favorite thing to do is just jam that shield in their eye slot. You can hit them like this, but they're not going to stand there. This is just practice on a stationary target, you know. Generally, though, you stick your arm all the way out and you lock it in, and you can keep them at distance. Get in a couple hits. If you ever see me just going trading off like this, I don't care about getting hit in return. Now, if I'm trying to be more technical, I usually try and block with my sword or something, you know what I mean? If I'm throwing a couple jabs. But if I'm just trading on and off, I'd say it's probably about 50 we're at. Just trading off, I'm going to get hit in return. What's up, JL? What's up, JFSH? Yes, I will put my helmet back on soon. I just need a break from it. Full armor. This logo up here, see at top, my logo is me. It's in my, that's my armor, the black and yellow armor. I have 3 sets of armor. I really only use 2 of them. The third set kind of just gets taken for parts. I swap back and forth. The thing is, the third set of armor I got, I really hate the brig. For anyone out there who doesn't know what a brig is, that's your chest stuff. And just so you know, tonight, if I'm back on tonight with my daughter to do her lacrosse practice, I'll have all my armor on. So if anyone comes back tonight, if we live stream tonight, you'll see me in full armor, because I'm going to run around and chase that ball in armor. Plus, when I'm in armor, she can throw the ball at me and I won't get hurt. My clip from today was from last night. She hit the camera with the lacrosse ball. I didn't want to jump in front of it. Is that Rough Killa? No, no. Taz, you have a from back here, I thought it was someone else. Taz, what's up, Taz, though? Thanks for smashing that like button. Ooh. I usually, my feet usually go in, if I'm like moving, a lot of times, you know, I swing with my steps. It would be like way back in my, by now I have so many uploads, you know, in this daily stuff. Probably about like 30 videos back is my last longsword fight. And you can see me following somebody while I'm still hitting them with the sword. I don't really like medieval footwork. I actually swing as I stomp. My footwork is stomping. Maybe because I used to be a ballroom dancer. I still do. I have a partner for ballroom, but she's off for the summer. I would not be able to do this if we're still ballroom dancing like 3-4 times a week. But I think because of the rhythm with ballroom, if you notice with my longsword, a lot of times I'm moving my hips and my feet to like a samba motion. If anybody out there knows what a samba is, congratulations. Yo, Blast My Beat, what's up? Ah, I could, you're right. But in battle, it's a team sport. And this is just exercise. So yeah, I've kind of explained it before. This is just hitting the dummy. I was sort of saying that earlier. I wouldn't necessarily be able to just keep my shield jammed in her face and hit him like this over and over. Things, it's an evolve, you know, when you're fighting out there, the battle evolves. I was 5-0 in my pro fights. That's like MMA and armor. Now I'm 0-3. That's how it goes, I guess. But I was undefeated for like almost a year. And I lost my last 3 official MMA fights, the ranked fights. So maybe I could be the first slain out there. But like I said, this is just exercise. This is so I don't run out of energy out there. Like I said, right now, like I'm not protecting my head or nothing. This is just like hits. Now I'd be like staying back a little more technical, trying to like block stuff. I have no idea how many we're at. I'm saying that's at least 130. It's just an estimate in my head. And like I said, we'll have a couple streams at the end. Like we'll put in another 10,000. So for days like this, I'm kind of just estimating. I guess about 140. We'll have a couple to grow on. And thank you, whoever was just mashing that button. It's much appreciated. Whew. Who else? Anyone just tune in? What's up there? What's up there, Slux? What's up there? 50. 50. Oh, I had to be more than 50. Like 150? Alright, we'll say we're at 150, because I did a set of 100. Alright, that had to have been 200. So, let's go over here to the board. My arms are fried, so we're taking a quick break. I'm going to drink a bit of this coffee. We're going to update the whiteboard here real quick. Yeah, 150. Ah, are you serious? Alright, I'll take your word for it. Let's get another 50 in here. I swear we're more than that, but we'll get another 50 in. That'll make it official, 200. Like I said, I am just estimating. I could have been way off. I do SCA. Let me get 50. Let me get. Tyrone. Yeah, but I have some pretty gnarly dents in my cup though, and it's because it just covers everything up for the live stream. Really, I'm gonna get to that about SCA. I do hit myself once in a while. I have a highlight from a live stream a little while ago where I hit myself in my ear with my sword. It really sucked. It's about 8 videos back. All right. And just for you, WZ, and I'm gonna get back to chat. We'll get 50 more reps in here. It'll be official 200. And a couple to grow on. Whew. I need some water. It's hot out here. Alright, so yeah. I do have Big Show, if you're still there. I've hit myself a few times. Tyrone, I wear the cup, so just keeps everything covered for the live stream. SCA. Tails. Well, let's talk SCA for a second. Oh, and Tails for life. Thank you for tuning in and for the chat. Yesterday, I actually did do I used my SCA weapon yesterday's live stream. I'm going to Pensick. You ever hear of Pensick? The big SCA event? I'm gonna live stream from Pensick, like my workouts. I've been going to Pensick for a while, and the phone service sucks. So we'll see how that goes. But I will probably use SCA weapons on my Pell strikes for that whole 2 weeks up at Pensick. I do SCA, not as much. The reason I like the steel fighting better, because it's for a time limit. Wow, oh wait, I'm way behind chat. Sorry, but let me scroll up. I didn't realize. It says 17 new messages. The dragons, yes, I would fight a dragon. I literally, if it didn't breathe fire or poison, I would fight a dragon. I'd use a warhammer though. No, maybe not. Depends on what the dragon's armor is. Dude, Tyrone. But yeah. Oh, if I had Byzantine armor, would be great. So just check this out. Look at these. Look at the dents. Can you see the dents here? That's from fighting someone with like a sword in this sport. Like we hit each other like pretty hard. So that's what I'm trained for. The endurance. Oh, uneducated. Thanks for the share. Favorite attack. All right, we're catching up in chat. So if you just chat, we're getting to it. Favorite attack. I'll show you. And I can hear people. It's a HEMA thing, you know. But whenever I'm fighting longsword, and I think I got the best helicopter in the game. And this is boo hurt. There's no stabbing. It's boo hurt. You're fighting the points, so I'm not worried about blocking as much. But when I get in a roll with that helicopter, favorite attack in longsword, and I just stand squared up because in Boo Hurt International rule set, there's no kicks. So I don't have to worry about getting kicked. So I just stand square, and it's back and forth. That's favorite attack, if it's still there, 22. I've whacked myself today. I did. That one time I missed, I hit myself. Luckily I had my cup on. By the way, big show. 22. Thanks for getting the gifter badge up here today. What's up, Jamie, Andy? Thanks for following. Well, 200 foot long, I don't know. 2,000 feet long. I'd fight it. I would. With swords. I don't really know how much damage you can even do to a dragonfly. It's kind of pointless, you know. I would try. I can roll in my armor. Oh, nice. All right. Nice. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Hey, Tails. Like my buddy says, you know, sword fighting, whether it's like steel fighting, harness fecting, HEMA, you know, the foam stuff, rattan, all that stuff, it's fighting, you know what I mean? So that's awesome to do it for so long. That's awesome, Tails. Thanks, Juan, for the follow. Juan, also thanks for, I'm catching up in chat, almost there. Thank you for that, Juan. It is loony at times, that's for sure. Death Watch. Oh, Death Watch, if you're still there, hi, I'm gonna hit the hi button. What's up? Curl up. Yeah. I can roll in my armor. I can curl up in my armor. The only thing with... Yeah, what's up, Death Watch? Everybody, Death Watch, check them out. They actually are involved with the horses. So if you check out Death Watch down here, Death Watch Knights. Exactly how I'm saying it is how it's spelled, one word. Another boo-hurt guy. Did we fight each other yet? I don't even know. Sometimes I forget. The neighbors are like looking like, what's this dude doing talking to his camera in his underwear? But whatever. Because I don't have the helmet on. They're going to think I'm weird. If I had the helmet on, they know what I do. Oh, and Death Watch, yes. Oh, it even says Tails. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. Death Watch is gonna, they'll have better content than me. I'm telling you. All right, so here, and oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh God, I'm an idiot. I wasn't even thinking of that. So yeah, me and Death Watch fought at the. Let me tell you. Let me get a set in, and then let me tell you. Me and Death Watch ruined a party by fighting longsword at it. It's a fun story, I'll tell you. Or he could even, if he was typing any in the meantime. But here, let me get a set in here. So me and Death Watch, right, fought at this party. Yeah. All right. So, cool. All right, everybody's. Oh my gosh, perfect time for a story. Everybody's tuned in. Since you all are here, let me tell it my helmet. That's what you're came to see, right? The helmet. So they have this Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones party up here, right? In Pittsburgh. Awesome party. If you like Game of Thrones or so I'm like out of breath. If you like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Pittsburgh, look up Broken Plow, Western, Eastern martial arts, whatever. Broken Plow, best Game of the Thrones, Lord of the Rings party on earth. Anyway, they got this whole party. It's cosplay. Everybody shows up in their best dress, right? So outside, like Death Watch Knights who's here, and a bunch of us, we fight in armor, like unscripted, It's like medieval times when people are actually like almost dying because they're getting hit so hard. It's not scripted. It's a combat sport. And they have this big buffet inside. Music. There's a DJ. Best DJ. I actually gave him a compliment I heard in my life at this party. So I go in. We fought for like hour and a half, 2 hours outside, right, everybody? So one-on-ones. Deathwatch has some of his fights from fighting the MMA in armor. One-on-one fights. Some team stuff, 2-on-2, stuff like that. So they had this thing. What's up there, Alan? Thanks for getting a gifter badge. So we go inside. Thanks for the comment, eyes bleeding. They might just be after watching this. But check the story out. We did all fighting for like 2 hours. Then they have Gandalf, who goes and they have a play. Gandalf the Grey goes, they have the whole Balrog scene. Gandalf changes and comes back as Gandalf the White. Now Gandalf the White is also the one who's going to be like the referee or the marshal or the head, the MC for this party. And he gets 2 of us to go inside and fight in a crowd. And the whole thing is a crowd. If you watch this sport, a lot of times we're inside a ring with like cattle rails or a fence, or it's usually wood, right? And this is a fight in a crowd. So the crowd is basically it. So me and Deathwatch have to make sure we don't kill anybody, like for real. And basically they make a circle, and Gandalf clears it out, and he announces us. So Deathwatch was the good guys, I was the bad guy, right? And they have a whole story planned for how this big cosplay party's gonna go. It's the best cosplay party, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, like in the world. Well, at least in the eastern United States. So we come out, and we're like, well, what do we do? I was like, we're like, we'll fight like for real. And then we were like, it's always like, who's gonna die, right? Who's gonna be the one? The end is actually theatrical, where you actually like kill the other person. So we decided like I'd be the winner, and we're just talking about this outside on the steps in our armor, right? So they call us in. They're playing music. Gandalf, he's now Gandalf the White with his staff, and he announces everything. Everyone's like, whoa! We just walk in through the crowd. It's just like a circle of people. And the DJ starts playing this music, and we're fighting like for real, beating the crap out of each other. And then we had a clue, so I would do this. I would grab my sword and like stomp like this, and then I would charge him and like half sword him onto the ground. And then I came and I like stuck this like down up under his like in the neck and gave it a twist, and I stand up. And they're like, oh my god, like the bad guy won. I forget what name they gave me, but I'm like, yeah, And they're playing guitar, so I start getting my sword, and I'm going like pretend I'm playing guitar, and I'm the bad guy, right? Come to realize the whole party is based off this story where the good is supposed to win, and I'm the bad guy for the finale, and I killed the good guy. Deathwatch Knights, who's here in chat, I killed him at the party. Killed him. We fought for real, and I had a fake stab and celebration, and we ruined the party. Then they're all like, oh, wait, now what do we do? Plot twist. You leave it up to 2 Boo-Hurt fighters out on the steps talking about like who should die. I was like, I don't know. So I was like, all right, well, you could die. I'll stab you. And then we ended up ruining their whole theme of their party. Kind of funny. I thought that was so funny. Next year we should ask who should win. We ruined. Thanks for the likes. We ruined the whole party. Oh man, so many people tuned in for that story. I appreciate you even just listening to it. That was so much fun. It's so much fun fighting armor. Talk to Deathwatch Knights. Talk to me if you're in Ohio, Pennsylvania. We have extra sets of armor. You could get out here and duel. Thanks for the follow there. The emote. I do see you. I don't know what the emote is. If they if they let us again. Hey, are you fighting at the? Are we fighting there in the winter? They have a Harry Potter party in the winter. Can I fight without it? I can fight without it. Okay, scale 1 to 10. If I was gonna fight somebody with a saber in just clothes, how confident I am that I'd win? I'd say a 7. I would fight someone with a saber. I'd win 7 out of 10 times in clothes. I would pick a saber without a shield. I don't know, man. Oh, hand to hand? You mean fists? Oh, I don't know. I can't fight as good outside of armor. I fight in armor. I don't fight outside of armor. If I do, I would try it on street beefs. Anybody watch street beefs? Let me get a set in here though, real quick. And we're gonna keep chatting. I'm gonna actually bring this closer to us. No, I'm being honest with you. I can't fight outside of armor. I might be able to. But dude, I'm tied in second place for sword and buckler in the whole freaking US right now. So at least I know I'm doing with the sword. I don't know where I'm at with longsword. They gotta update the rankings. No, dude, check out the videos. It's fighting. Check out, just search like armored MMA. And I mean, it's opinion. I mean, you might, yeah, I mean, you could be right too. It's not really fighting. It's fighting with swords and things and halberds and whatever. But we do hit each other, like, for real. You can grapple and stuff. And, but Space Cowboy, just is, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like, it's not hand-to-hand combat. It's like sword-to-sword combat. You can punch and kick and all that stuff. But yeah, I am ranked. I got a whole belt with medals from this season inside. Let me do a set, though. I'm coming back if you do want to chat. Jeez, there's a lot of people here. All right, let's get a set in, though. We're going to get a couple sets in because we're falling behind on time. But I love chatting. Let me get a set. I'm going to keep an eye on chat just so I don't miss anything, too. Ow. I just scraped my head somehow. Nah, man. Yeah, I know, because like I said, I can't fight outside armor. Watch. Watch, this is me. I'll prove it. I can't fight outside of armor. Well, we won't count this set towards the totals. Alright, we're walking the hall. Ugh. Did you bump into me? Nah, man, it's cool. Nah, man, come on, fight me. Fight you? I don't want to fight. It's my bad. Fight me. Alright, whatever. I guess we're going to fight this guy. Ugh. Alright, come on. Ha! Now I got him. Maybe I can. Had enough? Had enough? Huh? Now he's in the fire pit. See? Flying triangle choke, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I really can't fight outside of armor. Nor do I want to. The best thing about fighting in armor is I go home and I have no busted nose, no cauliflower ear. I got a sword that poked me in here one time. I bled all over the place. I got a scar from it. So you know what I mean? Like, I go home after fighting in armor. I go to work the next day. My hands might be beat up. My bicep might be totally black from a bruise, but yeah, the best thing about MMA and armor is my face doesn't get messed up, usually. Was Space Cowboy here even to watch me fight that dummy? Alright, here we go. Let's get a couple sets in here. Oh wait, that was just 90, I think. That's 200 I gotta write down. Hey, what's up? What's up there, Fitzroy? Woo! If anybody would be interested in a live stream when I fix my armor, let me know, because I'll live stream it. That could be an interesting topic. A lot of breath. I'm gonna get the board. I'll show you where we're at. So we are at day 17. I owe 2 sets of 100. from one before the story to one just now. The total is 57,400 before this morning. Well, plus the 270 we did last night. We had a live stream last night where my daughter, oh man, and hey, thanks for being the #1 gifter badge there. My daughter, and we'll probably get on again tonight too, where it's kind of like practice for lacrosse. I throw her the ball. If she misses it, I got to hit the dummy 10 times. So she missed it 27 times. But then we lost the ball, so we had to end the live stream. It was a good live stream too. Too bad it was short. We lost the ball. And I try and keep it in sets of 100s so it's easier for me to tally up. I need some water. My general workouts used to be every 4th or 5th day. I'd hit it about 4,000 times in a day. What's up there? I am King. Tosh. What's up? Woo! Oh, hey everybody, I had a random set 20. I forgot to write that down. That was from whenever somebody said something, I forget, and I did a set of 20 with the longsword. Ah, I'm right. Oh, strikes, yes. Oh, Lizard, what's up? I need a drink of water. It is right here. Not going anywhere. And then we'll get on it. Just trying to hit it every 4th day. I used to do 4,000 strikes. I was like, well, can't be too much different. Just now there's no days off. Well, just so everybody knows, I will have a day off though. No live stream Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, so what's gonna happen here Saturday is my daughter has a horse riding competition Sunday, and we have to leave at like 5 in the morning. I'm calling off work Saturday. If I live stream Saturday, people will not believe me that I'm sick. People at work could even be watching right now. But I told everybody I work with, my daughter has a horse show, I'm calling off. I'm pretending I'm sick. Sunday night, I also have to be at work. I'm pretty sure we'll be back in time. If we're not, I'm gonna have to call in again. But either way, whoa, who got that? Poppy's toy. Hey, thanks for getting a gifter badge. But either way, I can't stream Sunday because I'm either going to be at work or the horse show. So I'll have like 2 regular uploads. One of the uploads Saturday or Sunday is going to be an actual sword fight duel, like what I'm training for right here. So stay tuned for that. Unique, what's up? What's up? Dante in the Bay. That's a cool name. All right, let's get a set in here, everybody. And everybody's just, geez, wow, all right. The crowd's back. We better get a set in here. We better make it a good one. I fight in armor. Look up the term boo hurt. This is all just hopefully we get, it's a combat sport. Hopefully we spread the word. Y'all might watch some armored fighting today. Oh, I gotta drag the puzzle piece so everyone know we're still live. Oh, come on, man. Drag the puzzle piece. Hold on, I hate when TikTok makes you do that. Yeah, alright, that's so stupid. I had to drag the puzzle piece. Yo, with the face and the wave. Thanks for the likes. Woo! Half sword. Alright, let's half sword. We used to be able to half sword in this sport till a long time ago. About 3 years ago, they changed the rules. Yeah, I know, right? That stupid puzzle piece. Luckily, alright. We're gonna do some half sorting. Let me tell you the content I watched before I got on live today. I gave somebody like 200 likes just passing through. Whatever, hit the... or more. Thanks for hitting my likes. Because it was just this girl... Last night, is just this girl sitting there. And it said, talk to me. And she was sitting there like leaning on her desk. People are in chat like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Nothing. I was sitting on the toilet watching this. And it's totally quiet. Someone hit a button. Like she got some roses. She's like, thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. And then it's back to time goes on. I'm taking a dump. I'm like, what is this? Someone else donated something. Thank you, Richard. You know, I was like, whoa. I was like, this is so dumb. But she's making money, so whatever. So today I was scrolling around. Some girl, right, sitting there in an office. Some guy's like, hi, how are you doing? Like 3 messages. She obviously looked at chat, didn't say anything. Totally quiet. I was like, his name was Mike. I was like, she's ignoring you. so all right. I'm like, whatever. So then also today, I came across a couple other lives where it's just like, did that weird stuff. But then there's this girl, she's working on a cabinet, finishing a cabinet. Like, I don't know what she's doing with it. She got a screwdriver, and she's like, what's everybody doing for 4th of July? Right. Taking it to Andrew, I was taking a dump watching this girl not talking unless someone donated to her. But the one today, you know, she had a screwdriver. She's doing something with the cabinets, you know. She's like, how's everybody's 4th of July? Or what are you doing? So I typed, I'm working for 4th of July, LOL. She's like, oh. It's like, oh, but y'all tonight. Oh, yeah, hey. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, you know. Goes on her thing. I was like, huh. People are chatting. She's reading chat. It's like, oh, all right. Yo, your boy, LP, all right. We got to get a set for this donation. We're going to make it a good set. Whoa, all right, here we go. See? Now we got to do something. I'll get back to that story. All right. And as it says, any donations that we make in this whole year go to a new dummy. Because the last episode, we're going to hit the dummy with actual real sharp swords. Let's get a super setting here for that. That is how hard you gotta go if you're actually fighting armor. Plus you put the armor on, it's a lot harder. Your whole body's on fire. Let me say, first of all, thank you for the roses. And that's usually, oh, I'm getting my coffee. Usually that Oh, and a dance. Hold on, I'm gonna catch up on chat 1 sec. We gotta do a dance for that too. Da 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 da. And all proceeds go to buying a new dummy because this one's time is limited. Can y'all even see my feet? A little bit of sea walking. A little bit of sea walking in the helmet. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, appreciate it. So the dummy is duct taped. Dummy's already breaking. This dummy has already taken a million shots. I bet you $1 million I've hit this. I've hit a target 1 million times in my life. This time it's documented. The dummy's coming apart. So the last broadcast, we are slicing the dummy with real swords. Let me write that set on there too. Here's what we're gonna do. Just so everyone knows where we start at 50,000, 57,000. Whoops. See how I wrote 6. Is the graphics okay, everybody? The camera just skipped. We're gonna see this is 20. I have 6 here, so this has to go over here. And what we're gonna do, because this is 20 to make it easier, I'm erasing this one for the set we just did. So now we have 2 there. And that random 20 is now absorbed into the 120 cents. I'm gonna get some longsword in. Just while everybody's talking, while everybody's here. Thanks. Oh my God, Michael Boyle. Michael Boyle. My first reaction was like graduation. You throw your hat up in the sky. Michael Boyle. Let me get a screenshot of that, bro. For one. So I gotta do it with the helmet. I want to post it with my helmet. This will be for later, right? Because holy crap. Michael, all right. Huh. What can we do awesome for that? First of all, thank you, Michael Boyle, for the galaxy. Oh my gosh. All right. Nasal gang. Yo, what's up? All right. So we're gonna do. Oh my. A superset like we did last time. Whoo! Standing back, dude. If I seriously would hurt myself. I can't do a backflip. Yeah. How about we'll do the worm? I can do the worm. We're gonna get dirty today. So first, as a donation thing usually goes. For that donation there, Michael, or your boy LP. I could do a backflip, but I would die. So Michael Boyle, here we go. All right. So the first set is going to be a like a 100% set, like I'm really fighting a pro fight. Then I'm going to do the worm. Then we're going to do something else, but let's get this part done. All right, here we go. Oh, shot of breath. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alright. Alright, first my cup crushed me, and then I breathed in grass. Alright, that really sucked. I'm actually seeing stars. Bro, alright. I would take this off, but that might violate the TOS. How about a backspin? If I had some cardboard, it'd be a little bit better. Backspin, some breakdance and stuff. Woo! Seriously though, I don't know. Other than to say awesome though, awesome, and totally thank you though for that galaxy and that rose. Seamstress, what's up? Do I have grass stains on my butt? Yeah, whatever. Goes under my armor. And Michael, I'll give you a shout out for sure for this. And just keep it up for that galaxy. Let's do another set while I'm totally winded on this freaking dummy here. Ugh. Seamstress, I tried to do the worm. No. I tried to do the worm and my cup smashed my you know what. And I actually saw stars after it. Nah. I maybe if I had all my armor on, that'd just look too weird in this outfit. Plus then that would kind of turn me into a lol cow in a way. I used to break dance back in the day, and I was a professional ballroom dancer, so like I don't know, I know some dances. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to go to the pool and practice. But I've never even attempted it, so that's the thing. I would kill myself. I just know it. One day maybe. Whoa. Protect your head, protect your... Ah. Full intensity. That chainmail is actually rubbing into my shoulder. Thanks for sharing, Wes. Lesson of the day: learn standing backflip. Then one day you might come by and I'll do it. Oh, dude, yo, the neighbors actually, I was here earlier, they saw me standing here talking to everybody. Thanks for the share. I'm out of breath from that. So for the Galaxy, I'll do one more superset. Let's just do it right now. Oh. But the neighbors did see me actually already out here. They're right there. They saw me talking to chat. Oh shit. My helmet buckle just ripped. Hang on. Oh, that's bad. So see all this padding in here? To replace that strap, I literally have to undo all this stitching and take that out. Well, there's a lesson. Don't always just grab it by the straps, bro. Oh my, Andrew, it's busted. Boot fighter, yes. Let me get this set in. I gotta catch up on chat, obviously. I'm setting that. I set that buckle over there. I know a way to fix it. I'm gonna rivet another strap to the strap that's already attached. Otherwise, see, look, the straps actually are like in here, and it's polished out. So I actually have to bust a big hole in my helmet to change that strap. That's gonna suck. Anyway, let's get another set. Boot fighter, yes. Oh, seamstress, thanks. The buckle, oh my god, right? Boot up. Alright, this deserves attention, this question. Now we'll get back to chat, everything I missed. Larry, search, don't put it as a web address. Search Night Finder or nightfinder.org. Not as a web address, because for some reason I think it doesn't always work. And then click the Google result. It says Night Finder, interactive map. All the teams that are registered. Plus there's more. Biggest resource of teams. You don't need to be on a team at all. Find a team close to you. Always talk to somebody though in person or get in contact with somebody, because this helmet, everybody, is for sword fighting. Ow! I felt the shockwave through that last one, you know what I mean? But there's lots of helmets and things out there that are marketed that are not good for the sport. Yes, Andrew, that is to show you that this helmet is good for sword fighting. I have a graveyard of helmets back here where I used to do a YouTube series rating helmets in my backyard, wrecking them for ones that aren't suitable for boot hurt. Always talk to somebody before you buy anything. You can always start training. And Armored Combat Sports on Facebook is probably the biggest community to find resources. Do it one more time? All right. Here, I'm going to do a double for you. So yeah, this stuff we fight in armor. It is a sport. I'm 47. Oh, on you? Haha. No, I'm gonna catch up with chat in 1 second. What's up? Said someone. Thanks for the share. Oh, wow. Will D. What's up? Well, let me get this set in real quick, because everybody just tuned in. We are keeping a total. Day 17. Thanks for the likes, and we're well over. We might just be at 60,000 by the end of the stream. I got to pick up my daughter for a horse lesson in a little while, but we're streaming probably at least another hour. I don't have anything to do. You know what I mean? Except this. There's a whole sport. Search Armored MMA. Like the UFC, but Armored MMA. You'll find out this kind of stuff I'm training for. Woo! Alright, let me catch up on chat and let us cross it off for a set of 1,000, everybody. Not really that out of breath. Endurance is such a big part of this. So, you're talking about this head? The dummy is currently ripping. I put some duct tape on to kind of slow it down, right? I use a full body bandage because the tape doesn't stick to this thing. The very last millionth. Oh, you notice the dents in here? This is from just fighting one-on-one. Like, if you just tuned in, right? There's a whole sport for this. And it's not scripted. It's not like medieval times where you're like, yeah, the block. Okay, you're gonna block it. No, no, no. It is punching. It is headbutting, kicking, throwing people on the ground, beating each other up on the ground. You can have someone on the ground and sit there and do this to them. I've had it done for me, to me. I've done it to other people. It's a whole sport. Unscripted sword combat. And a couple of them, unfortunately, just happened to catch me down here. So if you see I have some rather large dents, makes me very thankful that I have a steel cup. Yes, that is just how it goes sometimes. Let me just catch up on chat. The sun is on the phone, so we're gonna actually bring it over here shade. I'm gonna just grab my water here. There's my water. Now everyone just tuned in, just looking at some practically naked dude. So let me put the helmet on so it's not that awkward. Now how does his head stay on? Because I'm trying not to hit it to knock it off. How does my helmet stay on inside my helmet? Do y'all want to see what it looks like inside a helmet? Check this out. Hey everybody, can you see me? This is what it's like. Hey. That is basically what it's like. My helmet stays on. I'll tell you an interesting story why we have this, and it's called a Simon strap. Chin strap, which if you're here just a little bit ago, you've noticed that it busted. The buckle broke off, so now I gotta fix that. And this is called a Simon strap, and it buckles to the back of your armor. They call it a Simon strap because there's this guy named Simon fighting in armor, and his helmet came off, and he caught an axe to the head. They're not sharp, but still, catching an axe to your head. And he showed the x-rays on Facebook. The x-rays actually showed a dent where it busted out the bone into his brain area. So it's named after him, a Simon strap, because ever since then you need to have a strap on your helmet so it doesn't pop off that way. All right, let me catch up on chat. Thanks for those likes. What's up, Twist? That's the thing, we start doing sets on here and then I get behind. It is, Brian, if you're there, it is hot. A double. I see a lot of good reacts there. Double trouble. And if you want to get armor like this, if you just want to browse and see what kind of armor we wear, look up Boo Hurt Tech Medieval Extreme. Probably the two best websites to just see the armor we use. It's expensive to get in, but my armor, my first set of armor is 6 years old, and I still use it. It's seen so many battles, you know, so many fights, and it's still like I still use it. It was $2,400. These days, you could probably get started in armor if you want to do this for $1,200 if you really shop around. And the other thing too, like I said, it lasts. Like my armor's lasted me over 5 years. This armor I have on here is probably like 3 years old. I haven't replaced anything on it. So you divide it over years, you know, the startup sucks. A lot of teams, our team has armor in Pittsburgh area. Anyone from Pittsburgh, you can come out, you could try it. We could put you in armor, let you hit us for like 3 rounds. You can see how hard it is to put armor on and start swinging a sword around. Fighting in armor is so different. You can train all day. Chuck A sent that rose. Chuck, if you're still there, I appreciate it. The dent in the crotch. Oh, we covered that. Thanks for the follow, Matt. Hello. Hell, yeah, they are dull. Sandra. We owe you a set. As soon as I catch up in chat, we owe you a set. I'm doing it. The next set is for you. I did, yeah, Chuck. I tried doing the worm. Thanks for the thank you there. Crusading on a budget. Yes, if you can crusade on a budget, it's good. Had to see. I try and keep up with chat. Not like the girls who sit there or the guys who sit there and don't do anything until you donate. Oh, we're gonna get you the sticker. Did you Squingus? Sandra? It could be either way. I appreciate that very much. I'm gonna see if I can get you post a sticker so everyone can see that. I was able to yesterday. And we're gonna do another set. Don't worry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I don't like to ignore stuff. You can cut them. So someone lost a finger. This is a while ago. In longsword, right? Most gauntlets you wear are a full plate. Someone had finger gauntlets and was fighting longsword, and it chopped his finger off in Poland. It was one of the USA guys cut his finger off, and the guy gave it to him as a gift. Isn't that nuts? I gave someone my tooth as a gift. This tooth is fake. I got knocked out, and I gave it to the guy who knocked it out. He actually gave it back, though. So, he's older than me. If I go to his funeral, I'm burying my tooth with him. And it's funny, he has a whole board of pictures of people that he's hurt. Knocked out teeth, broken bones. You don't really get that hurt in this. I don't want to scare anybody from getting into this sport. It's not that dangerous, but stuff happens. Yes, Chuck A, we have full body armor when we fight. The recently thing? Oh, alright, good. We're caught with chat, kinda. Squingus, it was like 7 or 8 years ago. Lincoln, we're training to fight in armor. So yeah, that's why you want to wear heavy. They love Andy, if you're still there. My dueling armor is 29 pounds, minus the helmet. So probably 40 pounds total. My armor I use when I fight on teams is 115 with everything on. Imagine running around with 115 pounds on. We're gonna get a sit-in for Sandra and those roses. The thing in the heart me. Sandra, if it will show me how. Yes, let's see if we can figure it out. I want to try and display it if I can. Tell you what though, I'm getting a screenshot of it, so that way when I post my highlight, I like to post the like that galaxy that Michael did in the heart me. It is no close. It is 1558. So the swords are dull. Good. All right. So I'll show you while we're doing a set here. So they're dull because in this sport we are not allowed to see. Even the tip is rolled. Actually, for Boohurt, it has to be rounded, but it's so you can't like stab somebody and actually kill them. So in this sport, they're dull, right? Because you're not allowed. For one, you're not allowed to stab. And the other thing, if it was sharp, they even check the edges, make sure there's no barbs, because when you bang metal so much, it gets like kind of jagged. And that's just so you don't wreck everybody's armor. If you're out there like hitting people with like dings and stuff in your blade, you actually wreck their armor. But why it's fun, I guess, right? And Andrew, the number 3 gifter badge. All right, this set is for Sandra. We're gonna do a nice crazy longsword set. Whoa! Ah! And when I say crazy set, that's because we went full force. Thank you, Sandra, for the donation. Does give me a little bad breath. See, I sit out here hitting this dummy so much. Sandra, we're gonna do a sword and shield one because you actually did the heart me for today. Let's get the sword and shield out here. Sword and buckler. Set the sword and buckler, someone could say, to be technical. For the heart meat, Sandra, we're also going to do the nice 100% set with the sword and buckler. The plastic sword. And I'm going to fix it on my live stream, everybody, but if you can hear something's loose. This is my tournament saber. So I need to fix it. Maybe I'll do that on live one day. All right, here we go. This is another set for the heart meat. Fighting like we mean it. Quit spinning around. Yeah. Whew. My chainmail is cutting into my shoulder. I'm gonna do a shout out to everybody who's just putting in the watch time right after this. Yeah. That's where we're at. I like these days where we chat a lot, but boy, it gets me out of breath. Oh no, my water bill's gone up. So after this, no joke. Whoops. Although yesterday, I did what I said. I was saying, I worked out on here. I got all sweaty. I was like, I'm just, because we're going to my daughter's horse riding. Basically, it's me standing out in the sun during her lesson, and I'm recording stuff, dying of sweat. Yesterday, I was like, why bother taking a shower after this? I just threw on some gym shorts, t-shirt, and I did not take a shower until last night when we got home from horses. Today, I am taking a shower right after this. Tonight, if we do this again, same thing, shower. My water bill has gone up. As a matter of fact, I opened it this month and I was like, oh shit, because we're over 2 weeks into this, and part of this is on there. I usually take showers at the gym, because I was always like, yeah, why use my own water? So I'd work out at the gym, take a shower. Now I'm doing this at home, and I haven't been to the gym, and I don't go to the gym to lift weights, everybody. I swear to you, I've lifted weights once in probably 3 months or longer. Sword fighting. I used to lift weights back in the day, so I'm probably bigger muscle memory, but no joke. Sword fighting arms right here. As you can see, I have like no chest muscles. The only reason I probably have some abs is because I sit here and I get this exercise. So now that I'm actually showering at home, and sometimes twice a day, my water bill is killing me. It's actually higher than my gas bill, which is just nuts. Because we cook with gas, and I cook every day. Now water. If only I could shower with gas. Catch up on chat here. Sir doesn't shower a lot. But, you know, Sir doesn't shower a lot. Bruce Lee said, I'd rather fight a man who threw 1,000 punches than a man who practices one. Okay. The next set. Okay. We're going to roll with that theory there, JD. The next couple sets. Yes, Winter Armor. Oh, Wiener Armor. Yeah. There's actually a place called Winter Armor. This is Wiener Armor. As you can see, I've gotten hit there a few times pretty hard. My Wiener Armor. Thank you. So sometimes I gotta do this so I can read. Sobin, what up? Thanks for getting the gifter badge today. A shower? Yeah, what's a shower? JD? TMI? Yeah. But you had a good point there. What's up there? Putin's pal? Don't shower with gas. That could make things really hot. All right. Yes. Oh, yes, it did. Sandra. And when I post, I post my highlights of the day. So that heart me will be in there. My highlight video later. Same with that Galaxy Michael had. That was awesome. Now everyone's just tuning in. They're like, who's this naked dude we're talking to? Let me get the helmet on. That used to be, I can't figure out why it didn't let me put the show you donated with that sticker. So don't worry, it'll be in the highlight. My channel's kind of been ruined. I upload so much, but people will see it. You'll get a shout out for that. Let me put this helmet on. So I was gonna say something else. I forget, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right, JD. Oh my god. I don't know why I had a dream about an ice bath and you just reminded me of it. I had a dream about an ice bath, but I wouldn't get in it. Should I? Should I try one? That is so weird. Like, I swear to you, I had a dream about an ice bath. Maybe my body's needing one. So everybody, what JD was saying is right about Bruce Lee. So the next couple sets, I'm going to practice some combos that I'm thinking about in my head. If you just tuned in, I fight in armor, right? Look up the term Armored MMA. It's just like the UFC in a cage. I fought in cages. It's the best thing ever. In armor. Like we were saying earlier too. I don't fight outside of armor, but in armor, I'm all about it. Armored MMA. Or you can look up the term booherd. And that's what I do. That's what this helmet's for. Alright, so like JD was saying, so it's not UFC. I was saying, look up armored MMA. It is like the UFC, but in armor. I said like. It's similar to it. You know what I mean? Like JD was saying, we're gonna practice some actual combos. I don't know. A little bit extra space is good though. It actually helps. Like deflect some of that force. A bigger plate absorbs more impact. As we saw when I did the worm earlier today, though, that really sucked, and the cup was maybe a little too big for that. You're right. So the next couple of sets, I'm gonna work on some actual combos. The Bruce Lee statement is true. All right. So the combos. So in this sport, rarely do you really ever get off like more than 4 or 5 hits, right? So, see, I told you my neighbors are cutting the grass. Everyone who's saying, what are the neighbors going to think? They see me out here doing this. My neighbor is a waitress at Buffalo Wild Wings, and she sees me there, and she knows all about what we do next door. All right. So some combos I like are the... I just knocked over some stuff. 1. So, good thing we're doing this. Good thing we're doing this, because I was starting to step back as I was punching, and that would be bad. I was actually losing force on my punch. Master one, yes. this is the one we're gonna get back in our memory today. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the whole thing is, you give them a couple taps to one side. Wait, I'll get to the disrespectful things. What's up there, Oxus? I do, because otherwise I'm just in my underwear. So a couple of taps to one side, sort of gets them to kind of shift their attention there. Then you can give them a real quick hit to the other side and a punch. I don't typically punch to the face. As you can see, I'm punching my own face and it doesn't really hurt. Punching to here, I'm kind of aiming at the shoulders. A lot of times there's less armor and that's where it'll feel the impact more. See, look, compared to ow, ow. Ah. You punch here. Don't punch here. Punch here. Does that make sense? I'm gonna get to chat in 1 second. Just finishing up the set of 100 here. And then retreat. So we're kind of engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Woo! Let me catch up on chat. That's a set of 100. Everybody just tuned in. We are at, let's just get a quick total. I'm going to shout out everybody who's just tuned in too. 1, 2. We're like 2,000 hits for today. If I didn't chat, I'd probably be on like 3. I'm glad I chat. I'm not one of these idiots out there that sit there and ignore chat, which means we're going to actually really quick scroll through, make sure we didn't miss anything. Seamstress, jeez, I missed it. I see it, Seamstress. All right, we have Seamstress for the heart me. All right, everybody just tuned in. Couple heavy duty sets coming up for the heart me. That was right before the ice bath thing. Yo, there it is, Seamstress again. I had another one I couldn't, so we're gonna get a screenshot of that. As I said, I like to get the shot. So for the highlight video, this is just for the screenshot here. What's up? Make sure my chainmail looks nice for you. Let me catch up on chat. Then we have Seamstress, some heavy duty sets here, and everybody else who just tuned in. I'm fighting in armor. I'm training for it. Oh, ha. I get my bad, Mikey. Yeah. Most people come and like say stuff, so that's why we didn't get it. Our apologies. I know you didn't mean it disrespectful. I don't take disrespect. I'm a freaking nurse on a crazy unit. I hardly ever get stressed out in my life. Luckily, we're moving this thing out of the shade. I mean, out of the sun. All right, let's get the helmet on. Catch up on chat. Woo! All right, everyone favorite. Thanks for the follow. Metal Cup, Most Def. Yeah, it wouldn't bounce on flesh. Which Bona Lisa, if you're here, I'm going to talk about something real quick. JD, nice, about the martial artist. That comes, stuff like that comes such in handy. Meg, whoa, Meg getting a gifter badge today. Thank you. Thank you for, and thanks for those likes. I'm trying, Eris, to go hard. We got a, oh, Bona Lisa, I see another one for the gifter badge today. TikTok. Just remind me, we're getting a, Adam, what's up? A good set coming up here because we got that heart me. 2 times S Virgio, if you're still here. I seriously do train for a sport. So this is not just like for, you know, it is kind of for fun. I challenge someone to fight me for an hour. So I need, actually I'm getting a little bit of this. So that's the thing, now I'm chatting, I'm getting a little, I get some kind of activity-induced asthma. If you see me on the ground, just dial 911. Tell them Bachata Night needs your help. Yeah, I'll be alright. Alright, Meg, yes. And thanks for the follow. And it is for a real sport. It's like not a very popular sport, at least not yet. Well, the thing is, yeah, when I start chatting, I start to get the asthma thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Glocks only. Well, Glocks only battle it'll be a different kind of duel. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? Like, they're not just underwear. These are like, this is like a cup that I'd wear. But if you can see, like, it's just to fit in with the terms of service or something. You know what I mean? Oh, we got some more to drink. Don't worry. You're right. And JD, thanks. I was gonna say something else, but I kind of forget. Made some coffee. I've been saving a lot of money making coffee at home. See? I'm talking to chat in my underwear. They know what we do over here. But seriously, they like looked over and they're like, what is this dude doing talking to his camera in his underwear? Because I didn't have my helmet on. But they get it. Alright, we got a set for this heart meat coming up. Oh, well, I'm not drinking more than my usual caffeine. I don't want to go into SBT. But I'm on my usual caffeine. Actually, I would have been done with that already, but I'm so wide awake. Yeah. Oh, all right. And plus we got some. The viewer count's so high, so let's get a couple sets in. Everybody, this is my 1 million. Everyone here, you're engaged in a part of history. No one's ever documented 1 million sword strikes. And just so y'all know, one of the girls that fights might just be starting this too. It's contagious. I do this crap because I'm like, people in this sport don't train. I'm not talking about everybody. A lot of people don't. You know what people do? Is this. They go, okay, I'm going to do the Pell challenge. I'm going to hit the Pell, the dummy, the Pell. A Pell is another name for like a target. They're like, I'm going to hit the Pell 100 times a day. And then they come out and they do this. They go, right? And then day 2, I'm gonna hit the Pell 100 times a day. And they come out, I do, like day 2. Maybe we'll do something else. Right? Boop, boop. And that's good. Any kind of practice is good. And you know how many tournaments I've won? Only because I had endurance. Like, I got 2 medals this year. One in longsword. I fought this dude who might, if he comes in chat, and I'll call him out on it. The only reason I beat him in the medals round and got a medal is because he was so tired. You know why? Because I threw 3 times as many strikes as he did. But we gotta get Seamstress, who has this sticker here. We owe Seamstress a good set. So let's get a good couple sets in here. When I'm just going like right, left, I don't care about getting hit in return. I'm just trying to score points, by the way. When I'm out here blocking and stuff, it's different. Whew. You can punch, you can kick, you can headbutt, you can knee people. What's up there? Lunch, yes, yes. We're missing lunch today. Let's push back a little bit because we're out here still swinging the sword. You take a minute break, then you go back in. We got another set to do for the heart me. Then I'll catch up on chat. Yeah, kinda. Dude, I have an OnlyFans, but it was for sword fighting, I swear to you. Because it's a paywall. And so, no joke, like on YouTube, like, I'm like sword fighter famous because I've been doing this for like 5 years, right? And I wanted to have tips, but I didn't want to give them out just for free. So I want to have a paywall, right? I know this is for real. So I got an OnlyFans way back in the day, and I'm on there. It's a picture of me in my armor, but it was for sword fighting because then you could pay like $5 for a training video. Like, there's some things I do in longsword, and I get medals in longsword. I'm not the best in the world. I'm definitely not. I'm way far from the worst in the world. I've gotten medals in longsword this year, and sword and buckler, no joke. With this format, I'm still tied for number 2. The guy who could have beat me didn't even qualify in the last tournament, so it saved me. I'm ranked second, a second place tie for buckler. So I like know what I'm talking about, right? For some things, and I want to have a paywall where just someone could pay $5 and watch my training videos, and then OF turned into, well, you know what it is now. But the other thing too, like, there's not a community on there for sword fighters. So I was like, oh yeah, all right. So I do have one, but I don't use it. I wanted to be able to charge money for training videos. Now it's like whatever. Now actually you just pick, if you watch my TikToks, I talk about the shit I do all the time. About the thumbing the blade and stuff. Whatever. I don't need the $5 for having an OF sword fighting account, right? Yeah, practice makes perfect, JD. This is just another mindless hit the dummy set though for that heart me. I try and do at least 2 of them for that. Not mindless, but I am like just kind of going, varying my attacks. All right, here we go. Whoop. And if you're just tuning in, this is the heart me set for seamstress. And boop. I'm having a lot of time out of my helmet, but it is so hot out here. That's why I'm in my underwear. The drink. Oh, JD, thank you. These water bottles, by the way, are awesome. It's an aluminum can. Whoever thought of this was dumb, unless they thought of it on purpose. You buy one of these, you're set for life. These are your year old. So, oh, I gotta write the sets down. Everybody, oh, nice. We're doing pretty good here. We're having a good chat day. 1, 2,300, 400. We're like 2,400 for today. A busy day with chat. Like, slows down the sword fighting pace, but we're at goal. As long as I get 27,000, 28, or 100. Seamstress, thank you. Woo! 2,800 a day. I feel weird, like I should have the helmet on. And I should. Oh, thanks for the reacts. Let me just drink this water. Oh yeah, let me catch up on chat. Then we'll get a couple. We're gonna keep up on chat and sets. Oh, thanks, JD. My next fight, I'm fighting at Dragon Con in September, and come with me, everybody, because we got a good amount of people here. Come with me for a second. I will show you, just so you know. I'm gonna show you a pile of freaking medals and stuff. Just come with me. Let me put the helmet on, so it's not just goofy. Because people probably tune in. Hang on, I'm putting the helmet on because people are probably tuning in and they don't want to just see me like naked in my house. So we're gonna put this helmet on. All right, let's go. All right, just so everybody knows, I'm not bull crapping. Check this out. I have over here. Thanks for the reacts, because there are a lot of people here. These is just a pile of medals. Wait, hold on. Sword fighting stuff. Look at all this stuff. Here. This is from fighting at a brewery in Delaware. It was yeah, first place. This is for the MMA stuff. The MMA style fighting. Is that, you know, oh, I used to ballroom dance too. This is a ballroom dance medal. Woo. The thing's backwards, so that's from ballroom dancing. But yeah, no joke. If I could find, these are really cool ones. This is for second place and third place in sword and buckler and longsword. They're wood. They're wood. Sorry for burping. At King of the Keg. So like I mean, it's no joke. You know, I'm not like just saying this to be like some idiot. Look, sword fighting medals, second place in fighting in armor. So for example, you know, like I'm not just some I don't know, idiot out here just in his backyard. I am. Don't get me wrong. I am in a way, but the same way, I mean, I'm not like just like out here like I don't know what I'm talking about. For things, not all things. Like JD, you're a martial artist. You know a lot more about stuff than me, I'm sure, for combat. You know what I mean? But for fighting in armor, like I do pretty good. My mom actually hates it, but she sent me a thing the other day. You know, I'm on day 17 of this, and like 2 days ago, I get this text message. It's like, it says rotator cuff injuries, signs of rotator cuff injury, and I was like, who's that for? He's like, for you and this thing you're doing with the swords. I was like, oh yeah. The thing she hates is the concussions. I got knocked out in armor before. I've been playing it safe. Like I actually, I took some time off after the last time I got knocked out. I'm about ready to jump back in there, but I did get knocked out, and I actually still won that round. Thank you, Seamstress. Zuki, what's up? Zuki, geez, where are you? Oh, damn, did I miss Zuki? I have to give him a shot. Let me take a screenshot so I don't forget. I gotta say hi to Zuki later. See, that's what happened. Chat's rolling and I didn't even notice. Oh, Tin Man. What's up, Tin Man? My mom, now she kind of accepts it. She's like, when's your next event? Yeah, she gets it now. After like 5 years. But do you know what I mean? Like, I got knocked out my last pro fight I did. But the funny thing is, like, so when I got knocked out, I posted a video. You could scroll through my uploads, but you'd probably never find it because it's really far back. It was like last October. So we're fighting in a cage. Is that Rough Killa? Oh, I always think it's Rough Killa. Everyone looks kind of like Rough Killa. Guy fighting with a sword that had this big metal D ring on it, right? And the cage is kind of bowed out. It's like chain link fence, right? So he hits me. I was trying to block his shield. Like, I wasn't even really paying attention. He shield punches really hard. I was trying to pay attention to his shield. He comes around and hits me, like right here with that D ring, and I was out for like 3 seconds. But the way it happened was when my knees buckled, I fell back into the cage because it's kind of bowed out, and he immediately just jumps on me and is like going boo, like kneeing me and punching me, and I was knocked out. And you can see, like, that's the thing in these helmets, why we can't do submissions and stuff, or like arm bars, because you can't tell, someone might not be able to tap out. You can't see in half these people's helmets if they're knocked out. I was out cold, and you can see in the replay, like, the referee's kind of coming over, like, is he okay? And then I remembered, I was fighting. Oh, yeah. Same, my mom, I don't live with my mom either, anybody. It's just she sends me text messages like about concussions and stuff. And Tara, thanks for the share. So when I got knocked out, you know, and I fell back into the cage, and my opponent like just jumps like right into me, and he's punching me and kneeing me. And the referee's coming over looking like he's looking like, what's going on? And I remember, oh yeah, I'm fighting. Like, oh yeah. That's the thing, armor works really good though, you know, so while he's punching and kneeing me. So I start moving. All right, so now I'm kind of back at it, but I was a little disoriented. I get away, he pushes me up against the fence, and then I grabbed him, and I kind of like got my arm around him, and I stepped, and I threw him. And I won the round, but then the second round, I was so out of it from getting knocked out that I lost that round. And the third round, because it was a tie, I just forfeited. I was like, I probably got a good concussion. What? You're in the waiting room for one of your guys that tore a tendon and he's in surgery. Man, well, for one, rest up well. I hope they recover really soon and that it's not that bad. That sucks. Everybody, that's Tin Man, you know, Seamstress, they're all like the armored people. If you're new to this whole sport, search the term armored MMA or look up Boo Hurt or armored combat. You'll find so much cool content that I'm training for. Thanks, Gerb. I let it, in February, it's like 3 times as long. For the biggest tournament in the US, I let my beard grow really long. And then I shave it. I just have a huge mustache for a couple weeks. All right. Kind of a more chill set here. Actually, let's use this longsword. More chill right now for the moment. Can y'all see the dummy? No. Yeah, kinda. No. All right. Well, anyway. And this is about like 50%. You know, we're hitting the dummy, but we're not like we're not like going on a killer rampage on it. Somehow I have cut grass in my mouth. This is a good combo here. I'll tell you why in a minute. Whew. The reason I like that combo... Yo, Tin Man, alright, hey, Tin Man, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the share with the bows. Thank you, thank you. The reason I like that one combo, when I swing it to ribs, I'll do another set of it, because when I hit like to their sword side, I'm kind of leaning forward, and then most likely, if they're trying to block it there, if their sword is where I'm hitting the first time, the second time, their ribs are probably open. So I like to go from there to the ribs. And the thing is, when I swing at the ribs, as long as they're still blocking there, their reaction is probably to try and hit me in the head. So when I swing at the ribs, I'm also stepping back. And I'm left foot forward with more weight on my right foot, which is behind me, so I can kind of move out of the way. I actually have some pictures of me, my unemployed friend on Wednesday. True. Well, you know what? I'm a nurse at a hospital, and I work 3/12s. The best thing, I'm spitting out cut grass, by the way. I don't know how it's getting in my mouth. It's probably from when I did that worm earlier with that galaxy, the bonus dance set. 3/12s at the hospital, so I get 4 days off a week, which is great. So you could work 6 in a row, you'd have 8 days off, and even use any vacation time. So it's like employed, but I totally could see, if I was unemployed, I'd be out here doing this all the time. If I was unemployed, I'd probably be trying to, like, I'd probably be pandering to people, like, give me a rose. But no, like, like, I don't coerce people and stuff. If you like to stream, you like to stream. If you don't, whatever. You know? I don't ask for nothing. TikTok will always say, oh, this person's come by, they haven't gifted for a while. And I tell them, don't listen to this app. Don't make this app coerce you into giving me nothing. You know? This app is so about money. So since I've been streaming, I found, like, let me do this set. And then I'll tell you my thoughts. Which I like it. I'm enjoying it. We're on day 17 out of at least, like, almost a whole year. After a year, if people, like... If people... Let me, can y'all hear this? Please text me. Ha. That's my daughter's mom. I gotta catch that text. Let me just, I'll talk for a second, so if she texts me, I can catch it without actually backing out of the live stream. So this app, right? Since I've been streaming, it's almost like they encourage you to donate to people, which they take a percentage of. They encourage you to donate to people, which they take a percentage of what you donate and what the people get, which is, I don't know. So that's why, like, I don't, you know, if people donate, they do. If they don't, like, that galaxy is much appreciated. Like, I just state, any funds that go towards the end of the year, we're buying a new dummy, because the last stream we're gonna hit the dummy with sharp swords, and I have like a 7-foot axe that's sharpened by my back door that you'll be able to see me hit it with, and I bet you it punctures his head. But do y'all know what I mean? Like, that's why, and I try to keep up with chat, so I get sidetracked from the sword stuff, because when people are talking, you know, I don't like to miss comments and stuff, even if it's a comment where they're making fun of me, you know? Like, the guys tell me to get on all fours and bark like a dog for a galaxy. Like, I'm not a lol cow, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do something like that, but if somebody wanted to, whatever. I don't encourage people to have to donate anything. They just come by, they like it. The whole point is to spread this sport, so y'all might check out one day. You might say, oh, what's this dude trained for? And look, armored combat video. Wow, like maybe go to an event, or even do it yourself, you know what I mean? Oh, all right. He's still here. Yeah, it just seemed like a thing, like, it seemed like a thing like Barkley Dog. I was thinking it was like a thing to make fun of me. The backflip, though. See, the backflip's different, because I would not do a backflip for a galaxy round, because I would die. I would break my neck on stream. But you know what I mean? It felt like a thing where I'll just bark like a dog. Maybe we'll just do it randomly one time during a stream, like on my own free will. I thought it was to be like some lolcow content. Next thing I know, I'm in the clip of the day. Look at this naked dude with his steel armor, with his steel cup, barking like a dog. Oh, you know, I could do it. I just didn't. I don't know. It felt weird, being half naked, barking like a dog. All right, let me get this. Let me get this set in here. I'm pretty sure I have to write one down on there, is before I start talking. That's why I like chat, and I hope people check out Armored Combat. That's the whole point of it. Woody Woodpecker, what's up? You can hit people with one hand. It just only counts as 1 point though. Alright. Now here's that combo I was talking about, where I like, because I hit them on their sword side and then I back up and I hit towards the ribs. So I like, when I'm backing up, if they swing at my head, I can sort of like get away. No, it's all good. It's a text message I'm reading, you know. I just thought it sounded that way, but it's all right. It's all good. Attack the sword, attack the ribs. And if they swing at my head, I can go, or, and get away. Plus, you know, in this day and age, there's people that, you know, I watch here, and I watch people, like, I guarantee you that, like, there's someone out there. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, whatever. We're getting some good hits in. What time is it? Just checking. Time check. All right, we gotta. Oh man, we got plenty of time. We can keep going. Oh yeah. 15,000 likes. Everyone who's hit that button. Oh my gosh. Much appreciated. Like I have nothing to do right now. Oh. There's that text message. Ah, it didn't let me reply. Thanks for the likes. All right. It wasn't an emergency. She's just saying they're going clothes shopping. Like, whatever. We probably got at least an hour to go. Like, I am not doing anything. No joke. I get, you know, I'm single. I use these apps, dating apps. My Bumble is me in armor, right? Like, and all, it doesn't work out. There's someone who pops in here once in a while, who it's so weird. I still have, like, we still follow each other on TikTok, you know, like, and she might pop in here. If you hear me shout her out, that's who it is. But, you know, like, she'll come by. I'll be like, oh, hey, I won't say her name right now. I'll be like, hey, thanks for tuning in. and they'll ask me, but the point is, like, I get on these apps and I say, like, what's your favorite show? I was like, I don't watch anything. They're like, what do you mean I don't watch anything? Like, this is what I've been doing all day. And, you know, I don't watch anything because I don't know. I'd rather do this. Or my daughter and I do the lacrosse thing in the backyard like we were doing. Like, I literally, we watched that movie Caveman. She's old enough now. She's 14, she likes the Beatles, and she listens to Ringo Starr. And there's that song, No, 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 No. And it's about weed and cocaine and moonshine. And it's like one of her top played songs on Spotify. But, what are you going to do about it? So we watched Caveman, because Ringo's in that movie Caveman. All right, let's get another set in here. We got to keep the sets in. She's 14. So now she's 14, she's going into high school. I was telling her, because I was like, look, you know, you're probably going to come across kids who are vaping. But I keep her from doing one thing. And if you vape, it's cool, but I work at a hospital. We actually do get people, and younger people that come in because they did something happened with their vape. I don't know what it is, but, you know, you shouldn't have to be coming to the hospital when you're in your 20s and 30s for something, a lung infection. You know, But I think cigarettes, you get, don't do that to people. Something's in the vapes. I don't know. I tell her not to do that. What's up, Lord Salmon? Hey, man. I've been watching Scooby's stuff. I asked him. He said you were out of town or something. Salmon, if you're there. And everybody, Salmon, good, awesome gamer content. Lord Salmon. And Scooby Snacks, 420. The two gamers I watch. Oh, do you? Nice. LP. Hey, I work at, I'm on a cardiac and stroke unit. But we get a lot of people, too, that come up for, like, COPD. I don't know why. They give us the COPD patients, too, a lot of times. So I get people, COPD, like the thing about people with vapes and stuff. I'm not saying it happens all the time either, but, you know, we get people up there once in a while. Someone 25 years old, no health history, but they vape, and now they got some kind of lung infection. So, you know what I mean? My daughter listens to this song. It's all about cocaine. It's like, I don't no more. I don't drink it no more. Like, I don't smoke it no more. Makes it hard to find the dough. A Ringo song. I don't know, whatever. I just tell her, just don't vape. I'd rather she smokes something else. Hope she doesn't smoke anything. But anyway, you know, it's high school. They're going to try something, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should I have not talked about that? What? Huh. Hey, everybody. Should I not be talking about that? Can you not talk about those things? Now it just said my live stream's restricted. Tell you what we're going to do then. Man, that sucks. All right, everybody who's still here. What is up? Can I not talk about stuff like... All right, well, we already said it. Can I not talk about vaping, cocaine, weed, stuff? Can I not say those words? All right, here's what we're doing. We're getting a total right now. Stupid stuff. Let's get a total. I'm going to restart. This has been such a great stream, but now it's restricted. And I got a big exclamation point up there now. This is so stupid. All right. We're going to get it. Come with me, everybody. If you're still there, thanks for tuning in. We're going to restart this broadcast show here shortly, but really quick. I'm going to get a total on this. Dumb stuff. All right, I guess I talked about vaping or something. You're not allowed to talk about vaping. So here's what we're doing. I'm going to get a total. Let's get a total together here, everybody. And then we're going to restart the live stream because now it's up here, a big exclamation point. Thanks. You can't talk. Oh, you can't talk about. We're talking. Now I can probably swear too, but I won't. We're talking about medical conditions. Huh, isn't that crazy? All right. The total so far, I just knocked my water ball over, is, all right, there's 270 from last night. We got 1,000, 2,000, and that 100 carries over to here. So it's 2,300 for these, plus the 270 from last night. We'll get to that. Then there's another 2 here. So it's 2,540 plus 7. That's 2,710 plus the 70. So we're 2,780. Salmon, thanks, Sam, for coming by. Scooby said you're away. I was looking for your lives. You're at 2 again. I don't know, man. Was it about because you weren't streaming? I was looking for your stream to see if you're on. But you know what I'm going to do, everybody? Because we can't talk about Coca-Cola. I don't know why. It was a medical thing. We're talking about working in a hospital. Oh, no, I was talking about the song. But either way, we're talking about... The message was not to do Coca-Cola. All right. If you just tuned in, see, that sucks. We got restricted. So, from talking about some crap. So, 2,780. I'm going to reset this sign. Everybody, if you want to come back, I appreciate it. But since we got restricted, we're going to end this one now, and we will come back later. Like in 5-10 minutes. Let me drink some water. Maybe I'll put a shirt on. We'll change the outfit, everybody. We're going to change the outfit. All right. And we'll do like another hour stream. Thanks for the like. Man, it was going so good. Well, I learned a lesson today. I should just not talk about Ringo Starr and his songs. All right, everybody. If you'd like to, come back. Give me about 10 minutes.